Hare Krishna devotees, please accept my humble and sincere obeisances to each one of you. Welcome to ISKCON Richmond Saturday this program, a virtual program, and let's wait for a few more minutes. Then we'll start the program shortly. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Sam Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Prabhupada. How are you, Prabhu?
By Krishna's mercy, your mercy, Prabhuji. We are doing good.
Thank you.
Guru Maharaj mercy.
Very nice. Yeah, we celebrated Bhakti Char Maharaj's disappearance the other day in the temple here.
Oh, very nice. We did too in Maharaj's Tirobha festival. A little bit, not in a huge manner, but yeah, we did too with Maharaj's mercy.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, should we begin, or you want to wait a few minutes?
Let's wait for a couple of minutes, probably.
Okay.
It looks like devotees are joining.
I was going to sing a song, and I would like to share with it, or maybe you can find it online and post it.
Either way, Swamiji, whatever is come.
Let me share it, and you see if it is visible.
Sure, Prabhu.
Is that visible?
It is visible, Prabhu.
Okay. Is that song clear?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. You let me know when you would like me to sing that. Jai Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Paschata Deshatayine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
So, Prabhuji, can we start? Let me welcome the devotees because it's 10:04. Okay. Hare Krishna devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. I'll worship Prabhupada and Gurudev. Welcome to ISKCON Richmond Saturday virtual program. Today we'll be having association with His Grace Pranagovind Prabhu. Pranagovind Prabhu, those who did not join the last week, just a brief and sweet introduction about Prabhuji. Prabhuji has been in ISKCON movement for more than 5 decades, and he has been serving the movement in different levels. Now Prabhuji is in the pipeline for its sannyasi initiation ceremony, and hopefully Prabhuji will get his sannyasi initiation soon. Let's pray for that, and without wasting any more time, and let's continue. Today is the last and second part of our series, churning of the ocean, from Bhagavad Gita, Krishna's pastimes. And thanks so much. And the question answer sessions will be at the end of the class, as always. And in case if you have any questions, you can always put it in the chat as well. We can read it out. Thank you so much. If you are not unmuted your line, please mute your lines so that other devotees can focus on the class. Thank you so much. So Prabhuji, all yours, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhu. So I would like to sing this song. Is that visible?
It is, Prabhuji.
Okay. This is a beautiful song because we are discussing about Krishna and we're trying to churn our hearts towards proceeding towards Krishna. So Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, and I'm sure you all are familiar, Rupa Goswami Pad in relation to ISKCON. Srila Prabhupada says this Krishna consciousness movement is directly under the supervision of Rupa Goswami Pad. That's very authoritative declaration by Srila Prabhupada. So we bow down to Rupa Goswami Pad, and Rupa Goswami Pad composed these beautiful prayers, how we can position ourselves to understand or approach Krishna. So if you like, you can sing in your own sacred place. I'm going to just sing. I'm not a singer, but I'll just try my best. Krishna Deva Bhavantam Bande. Krishna Deva Bhavantam Bande. Manamanasa Madhukaram Arpaya Nija Pada Pankaja Makarande. Krishna Deva Bhavantam Bande. Krishna Deva Bhavantam Bande. Jadapi Samadhishu Vidirapi Pashati Nataba Nakagramarichi. Jatapi Samadhishu Vidirapi Pashati Nataba Nakagramarichim. Idam ichhami nishammata vachyuta tadapi kripādbhuta vichim. Idam ichhami nishammata vachyuta tadapi kripādbhuta vichim. Krishna Deva Bhavantam Bande. Krishna Deva Bhavantam Bande. Bhakti Rudanchati Jadapi Madhava Nataye Mama Tilamatri. Bhakti Rudanchati Jadapi Madhava Nataye Mama Tilamatri. Paramesharata tadapi tabadika durghata ghatana vidatri. Paramesharata tadapi tabadika durghata ghatana vidatri. Krishna Deva Bhavantam Bande. Krishna Deva Bhavantam Bande. Ayamavilalataya sanatana Kalitadhutara Shabharam. Ayamavilalataya sanatana Kalitadhutara Shabharam. Nivasata nitam ihamrita nindini bindana madhuri masharam. Nivasata nitam ihamrita nindini bindana madhuri masharam. Krishna Deva Bhavantam Bande. Krishna Deva Bhavantam Bande. Mana Manasa Madhukara Arpaya Nijapada Pankaja Makarande. Mana Manasa Madhukara Arpaya Nijapada Pankaja Makarande. Krishna Deva Bhavantam Bande. Krishna Deva Bhavantam Bande. Krishna He Krishna He Krishna He Krishna He. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Gaur Pramanande Hari Hari Bo. Hare Krishna, dear mothers and Prabhus. Would you like to help me to read the translation? 4 devotees can read each paragraph, please.
Let me start from here. The first one. O Lord Sri Krishna, I am offering a prayer unto you. Please let the bee of my mind be offered the nectarian honey of your lotus feet.
Someone else?
Devotees, please unmute and read the translation.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Although Brahma in full samadhi cannot catch a glimpse of even a ray of the effulgence from the tips of your toenails, still, O Achyuta, having heard of the waves of your astonishing mercy, I long to receive your grace.
Next. Someone?
O Madhava, although I don't possess even a sesame seed of bhakti for you, still by your inconceivable power which makes the impossible possible, please fulfill the desires of my heart.
He Sanatana, because your lotus feet are filled with such wonderful rasa, let the bee of my mind always reside unwaveringly in that nectar which puts everything else to shame. For they are the essence of all sweetness. This is my only prayer. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. We love Rupa Goswami Pad and Rupa Goswami Pad speaking for us to Krishna, and we should meditate on it. This is very nice. So today's discussion, before I begin, I would like to pray my obeisances, begging blessing from all of you. Please pray for me and bless me so that I can say some word that is aligned with our Prabhupada and Guru Parampara's teachings that will impact and affect our consciousness to uplift ourselves from whatever level we are to the next higher level. So one day, very soon, in this life, we can receive the pure mercy of Krishna, means awakening love for him, means strong desire to serve, and strong faith on Sadhu Guru Shastra. This is what prayers ultimately boils down to. So my question, before I begin, my question to all of you, where are you in the spiritual progress? Are you in a budding stage, or blossoming, or blooming, or fully bloomed? This is from Bhaktivinoda Thakur's a question he asked even himself, that when a sadhaka comes to this Krishna consciousness, they should always detect and introspect where are they. Budding stage means you are practicing, but you don't have any experience that will sustain you to have eternal life. If you give up all material, literary, separate interest or sense gratification. So that's called budding stage. Blooming means you are tasting some and you feel like, yes, I want it. I really want Krishna conscious life. This is me. Yes, yes. But once in a while you go off and involve also something relevant to senses, separate interest from Krishna consciousness. And then one day you take so strong vow and a good association, you live around. I know Richmond is one of the best probably devotee community. You can grow spiritually. I'm sure I have a strong feeling because so many devotees are wonderful there. Shama Prabhu, Mother Shamala Gopika Devidasi, they are all thoughtful people. They are progressing. So you must be in that blossoming. Either you are jumping to the fully blossom or try for it. Focus your goal to go there. And that's my end for before the class. but I'm going to start with something. I need some help from everyone to read this before I start today's pastimes. So you can trace back which part you want to dive into it. In a sense, we need more Krishna experience than Krishna explanation. Krishna explanation is good. Can some one of you help me? Do we need Krishna experience more or Krishna explanation more? Someone, please help me. Whatever realization or understanding you have.
Prabhuji, we need more experience.
So should we dive, okay, mother, should we dive into Krishna experience, then forget about Krishna explanation, or how do we proceed?
Both together.
Very intelligent. Are you from Las Vegas?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, Mother Aruni, very nice. I see, very intelligent. Yes, we need both. Even though we need Krishna experience more than Krishna explanation, but without Krishna explanation, our submission will not evoke. And without submission, it will disrupt our thriving for sweetness of Krishna. This is very important. So Krishna is both great and sweet. He's both. But greatness will evoke our submission, and sweetness will evoke our affection for him. Both are important, but in the beginning stage, explanation or submission is compulsory, but it is not a tasty, but you taste on decision. There is an enjoyment on decision. Decision is like, I'm going to give you an example and then we're going to begin. Example is like, I'm going to ask anybody can answer it. If you are starving in an unknown place, you're driving somewhere, or book distribution, wherever, you got stuck and you're starving. You went to a restaurant to get something to eat. There's no other food place. There's no mall or grocery store or anything. And they gave you, they say, we don't sell vegetarian, but I can make a plate for you, and made a plate for you. And you say, is this 100% vegetarian or vegan? Almost 99, maybe 98, but don't worry, it's all vegetarian. Just maybe 1 or 2 piece mixed beef here or there. Can someone explain me what should be done at that time?
Don't eat it.
Everybody agrees? Everybody agrees with Mother Aruni? If you don't answer, means you do agree. Oh, Prabhu is pressuring us. Just say one more opinion. Yes, what Prabhu. Would you do? You're starving, but the plate that you got is not 100% offerable, 99, maybe 1% beef somewhere mixed. Will you eat? Such a challenging question. I see some faces. Mother Shamala Gopika Devidasi, I know you little bit from last year. Why would you not answer, Mother? Okay, maybe she's busy doing something and listening, cannot unmute. What about, I see Mother Radhika Roti Devidasi. Let me go back and see who else is here. Krishna Pramod Prabhu, Kishori Mohan Prabhu, Mother Janova. Anybody answer, please? Or you feel guilty, or what happened? There's nothing to be guilty.
Sorry, Prabhuji, I just stepped out for a minute and came back. I missed your question.
Okay. Someone would like to rephrase the question? Let's see. So I'll make sure that you actually heard it, others heard it.
May I, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhu.
Oh, thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Radhika Rati Mataji, Dandapran Mataji, Jai Shri Mataji. Prabhuji's question was, if you're driving on a highway and if you are very hungry, very starving, and if there are no grocery stores, nothing, and there is a restaurant, and you go there and you made an order, and the restaurant guy said it's 19. When you ask, is it 100% vegetarian? And the restaurant guy said it's 98% or 99% vegetarian. Prabhuji's question was, would you eat or don't eat?
My personal answer, Prabhuji, no.
Very good. See, this is what the devotee association. You all are already advanced. I'm not going to say anything new that you are not. Because the decision you made, it shows what level of consciousness you are. This is wonderful answer. Yes, even at the cost of starving, I'd rather starve than just make a little mistake for that will actually jeopardize my consciousness. Very nice. Thank you. Wonderful. So with that note, we are going to begin that you are maybe more or less on the blossoming stage of your consciousness. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur is urging all of us to have a fully blossomed. And that's why these Harikathas are spoken here and there. So let's see if I can bring it to the table. Yes. So I need somebody to please read it. Prabhu, go ahead. You can read the, or we can just go with the translation. I'll just go with the sloka and you can go with the translation. Or if you want to do the sloka, is fine too. Anybody, please. Or Prabhu, you can begin with it.
Sure, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. This verse is from Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya-lila, 14th chapter, 73rd verse, and 74 and 75. Vrindavane Aila Krishna ye Prabhura Jnana Krishnera Viraha Spruti Haila Avasana. At this time, the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu felt that Lord Krishna had returned to Vrindavana. Thinking this, his feelings of separation from Krishna subsided.
Very good. Next two verses, someone.
Radha Sangai Krishna Leela Yei Haila Gnane Yei Rase Magna Prabhu Haila Pane. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was always thinking of the pastimes of Radha and Krishna, and he remained personally immersed in this consciousness. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Next one, you can do the next one too.
Oh, thank you, Prabhuji. Nanodhyane bhakta sange vrindavana leela indradyumna sarovare kare jala khela. There were many gardens near the Gundicha temple, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his devotees used to perform the pastimes of Vrindavana in each of them. In the lake named Indradyumna, he spouted in the water. Thank you.
Very nice. Very nice. So Mahaprabhu was actually every day they would have a pastimes of Radha Krishna and they would act because they are actually in Radha Krishna's pastime. And they're relishing now as a sadhaka. It's so wonderful. And we can participate in that. One more, someone.
Hare Krishna. Lord Chaitanya in Radha Bhav cried to Krishna and expressed that gopis are not jnani or yogi, so my Lord Krishna, please save them. Dega smriti nahiyara samsara kupa kahantara taha haite nachaha utara viraha samudre jale kamati mingile gile gopi gani neha tara para. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, the gopis are fallen in the great ocean of separation and they are being devoured by the Timingla fish, which represent their ambition to serve you. The gopis are to be delivered from the mouths of these Timingla fish, for they are pure devotees. Since they have no material conception of life, why should they aspire for liberation? The gopis do not want that liberation desired by yogis and jnanis, for they are already liberated from the ocean of material existence. Thank you.
Thank you. So I'm going to relate the story. And there are a few more verses. You can see it's so wonderful. So before I do that, I'm going to beg mercy from Prabhupada also. Om Ajnanati Mirandasa Genanjana Salakaya Chakshurun Militam Jena Tashmai Sri Gurube Nama Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Sayam Rupa Kadamayyam Tadatisha Padantikam Bandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavangsha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Tam Sajivam Sadaitam Sabadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanitankscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Paschata Deshatarine Vancha Kalpa Taruvesha Kripa Sindhu Bhayevacha Patitanam Pavanebho Vaishnavebho Namo Namo Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So I begin with a question. How to see Krishna Lila? Different acharyas in our parampara explain in a different angle. And if we focus while we are hearing or reading or meditating, it will affect tremendous. There are some key points, bullet points we should memorize. That Krishna Lila manifest or how do we perceive? Those who don't have devotion, they perceive Krishna Lila like three ways. It's a historical event. Yeah, there was a Mahabharata. It talks about there was God and God talks about Bhagavad Gita. They kind of trace from the history. They see a historical person. They don't look at through the devotional eye. Even when they join, in the beginning, they think it's like, okay, this look like authentic Bhagavatam, Vyasdev, 5,000 years back. They kind of trace, they are interested, which came fast. Even recently, one Mataji was saying, my husband, he just, Advaitavadi, he just think like Veda is origin, not the Puranas. Can you help me? So like that, many way people are trying to trace. Yes, you can perceive these scriptures or Krishna's pastimes or Krishna Lila or our books, Prabhupada's books, from a historical point. That's one. Then some people also, I saw in a village culture, they said they think literary, this is like a mythological. Even modern Vedic followers, they think it's like a little mythological for the children. You write all this book, big demon, Agasura, kill, or like this. Not everybody, because they don't have a devotional view, neither their heart is craving for it at this moment due to the illusion influence. Then there are some people, Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes that during the British time when Bhaktivinoda Thakur was present, how Krishna Lila was perceived and still prominent amongst a lot of educated Indians and others. They see it like a metaphorical. Metaphorical means you have to think very deep and you have to scrutinize and take some meaning out of it. So three ways they see, either historical or mythological or metaphorical. Now, we don't accept any of this. We do in some extent, yes, but that's not our main focus. Our main focus is to absorb in Krishna, become his devotee, and get out of material world. Our whole focus is different than theirs. That's why we are attracted in a one way and their mind. So if any one of you ever feel like something like that, it is there. It's not like we deny that it doesn't exist. So what should we do? We have to focus on few key points. One of the key points I'm going to mention today is that this is from Adilila 7.145. You can later on, you can look at it. Chaitanya. How Krishna is supreme personality of Godhead, but he subordinate himself, subordinate his supremacy, subordinate his all-controlling power for what? For two things. Prabhupada says this, for unlimited and unrestricted love. This is so wonderful. That his supreme being subordinate himself for unlimited and unrestricted love. And this verse says, Prema hoite Krishna hoy nija bhakta bas. Prema hoite paye Krishner seva sukharas. Beautiful verse. If you know the word meaning, you will be like whole day chewing candy from that verse. This is Chaitanya Charitamrita. That Supreme Lord, who is greater than the greatest, becomes submissive to even a very insignificant devotee because of his devotional service. It is beautiful, an exalted nature of devotional service, that infinite Lord becomes submissive to the infinitesimal jiva or living entity like you and me. In reciprocal devotional activities with the Lord, the devotee actually enjoys transcendental mellow quality of devotional service. Now, this is a very important. Whenever we think of Krishna Lila, Krishna likes spontaneous love. Krishna is an actor. I mentioned this before. I hope some of you remember if you were in my previous class. The Yogamaya is a director. This is how we see Krishna Lila. This is 10th canto, 29 chapter, 1st verse. Bhagavan apitaratri sarat utfulla mallika. Piksham rantum manasa chakre yogamaya svasita. We say the whole world should come and take shelter of Krishna. Then they will feel happy and their material suffering will be finished. Why? Because Krishna is the ultimate shelter. But when they join to Hare Krishna, then they find out that Krishna also takes shelter. Wait, we are taking shelter of Krishna, so Krishna needs shelter? Krishna takes shelter of Yogamaya so that he can relish in reciprocation with the devotee. And Yogamaya is like a director. She organized everything. Krishna told her, you do it. Let me be an actor, hero, and enjoy the reciprocal with all the Brajavasis and with all the devotees in Richmond or Alachua or anywhere in America or anywhere in the world, any devotee. Ultimately, he is supreme. So whole pastime is happening by whose will? Krishna's will. You know, director does not change the skit. Who is the script writer? Krishna. Director has to be under Krishna's will in that sense. Yogamaya is not doing something, anything that Krishna didn't want. It's not possible any energy or potencies ever independently exist by Krishna, without Krishna. These are very fine key points. So when Yashoda Mata chased Krishna, he feels like a small child. He did not thought, I'm God, how can she catch me? Krishna didn't think like that in Damodar Lila. When he performed Lila, he forget himself. Prabhupada said that he's so absorbed in Krishna, in Lila, that he thinks he's a son of Nanda and Yashoda, and he forget he's supreme because he wants to forget. So he can relish like a little child who doesn't know, needs help. His Barahadev lift up the whole planet, not as if nothing on his little snort or tusk. But when he chose to taste this Vatsulya Rasa, he got stuck on the climbing down from a bed, only 2 feet. And he's crying, Mommy, Mommy, I'm helpless. I don't know how to come down. Mother Yashoda had to run. How to understand this? Because he chose to subordinate himself. He told all-knowing potency, stay under. I want her affection should be above you. This is how Krishna, he desires and he plays the role. So more we know, we can align with him. Yes, we want to be part of this, Prabhu. Then eternally we'll be joyful. When we understand Krishna Tattva, then we love him. Wanted to return back home. More we hear about Krishna, more we want to go back home because this is natural. So when we understand, then we desire strongly, without which it is just a good entertainment and nice stories, Krishna Lila. Prabhus and mothers, we don't want to be there. And I hope none of you are there. Oh, it's a nice Lila, it's a nice pastime. No, you actually dive into it. You can start experiencing. Of course, without Krishna Tattva, Krishna Lila is amusing. I hope you remember that. Without understanding Krishna Tattva, Krishna Lila pastime is amusing, good stories, entertaining. But with Krishna Tattva, understanding ontological truth, it is amazing. God does it in an amazing, sweet way. How he does it? I wanted to love this God, Krishna. Now, at the same time, I'm going to make one more point, and then I'll go to the pastime. That you should ask yourself, is Krishna thirsty, hungry for my love? He has so many unlimited billions and trillions. I don't know the number. Is unlimited? I don't know. Is unlimited a calculatable number? No. unlimited Lakshmis, gopis. My love is insignificant. I'm a wretched soul, Pran Govinda Das in Alachua. What can I offer? Does he really have a desire to taste my love? You can ask this question. An answer, I'll tell you what I got from Prabhupada and Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur. Yes, Y-E-S, yes. Krishna is hungry for our love also, even though he's completely satisfied. But there has to be some key point to understand. Because for Krishna, each of us are very special. Krishna has unlimited devotees, Prabhus and mothers. And he has unlimited capacity also. He has unlimited devotees, he also has unlimited capacity. He's not like me, one stomach. Once the stomach is full, I can't eat anymore. Krishna is not like this. He has unlimited stomach. It never can be full. And it can be full with one little devotional leaf. This is inconceivable. Sometimes, say in this world or in movies, we may have a love triangle. Two boys loves one girl, then the girl has to choose. If she chooses one boy, then she is no longer can claim lovable to the other boy. So the lovers in this world are finite. But Krishna is infinite. So Krishna can be in your heart, fully available. Om Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purnat Purnamodachade. He can be 100% giving to you in Richmond, in your house, in your body, and conversing, 100%. He can give you. Krishna can still be in the heart and be fully available in everyone's heart and in Golok Vrindavan simultaneously. This is what Krishna demonstrated in Dwarka through Ras Leela, through everyday. Prabhupada writes in 13th chapter, 10th canto, that Krishna would give himself 100% to each cowherd boys, to each cows. Krishna was with each gopi. That's how they felt. And Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur expressed how they felt. So I end with this discussion. The Krishna thirst for our love is because he loved each of us individually. It is not that many other devotees can substitute in our place for them. I hope none of you ever think. Krishna really cares for each of us. I really meditated many, and our acharyas gave so wonderful explanation. And each one of us have an individual, unique relationship with him. Recently, I was doing Bhagavatam 10th canto, and 10th canto, 10th canto, 14th chapter, verse 8. You can read in the purport, and also 7. In the purport, there is a one paragraph, Sanatana Goswami Pad, and I traced it. I found Sanatana Goswami Pad originally saying that Krishna has a particular quality, particular relationship with each of us, cannot be replaced, cannot be duplicated. That's why each of us are important to Krishna. When you help each other, when we help each other to come to Krishna, it pleases Krishna the most. Yes, myself going to Krishna is important, but more important that I'm also helping others to go. And you help me, I help you, like this. This is what ISKCON Prabhupada built. A wonderful family. We belong. We want to belong. We feel proud. We take a pride. I am ISKCON devotee. Means we care for other devotees. We care for every conditioned soul to bring them. With that note, I'm going to tell you where I left the story. I hope all of you have some impression where I left last Saturday. So Lord Krishna loved by the Brajavashi more than anyone ever. And Uddhava demonstrated that. Uddhava demonstrated in 10th Canto, 46 chapter, 47 chapter. I won't quote all these verses because it will take a long time. I'll just summarize the whole. It's so beautiful that when Uddhava came to Vrindavan, what happened? And then same Uddhava, when he received the Brajavashi in Kurukshetra, and there's a 2 verses Prabhupada quote from that explanation so many times in many lectures. So it got attention. You know, I'm not a qualified of anything, but even I felt attracted to those verses. So I'm going to give you some pastimes and then we'll come to that verse also. When Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yashoda and Brajavashis, after a whole month walking, they finally came to Dwarka and they found, welcome to Dwarka. This is in Kurukshetra, not in Dwarka. Like a Pendle program, it's like a camping. Everybody has their camp. Pandavas where they are. This is before battlefield of Kurukshetra. Kauravas are there. Everybody has their own camp. Thousands and thousands of camp. So after walking for a long time, that Nanda Baba with the coward boys, they found this. Says, welcome to Dwarka. Nanda Baba is happy. And all the Brajavashi is happy. Yay! This is what we discussed last week. I hope you remember. Then at the Jagnas, I'm just giving a little tips. They had a 16,108 Jagna pit, like where they're going to engage 44 priests to do the Jagna. You multiply 44 times 16,108. So can you imagine how big the area was? Of course, it is. Sanatana Goswami Pad says we should think always Swadhamas Purata Krishna Lila Anusarata. Krishna Lila Anusarata means as the Lila require, the Dham also expand. It can be unlimited, it can be also 1 feet. It depends because they are conscious. It's not a dead matter. You have to move a building or something. No, they are all conscious. Everything, the earth, water, air, everything is conscious. So when Mother Yashoda called out Krishna's name, a particular unique name she has, Gopal, Shama Sundar, Radharani's favorite name, Shama Sundar. Even Mahaprabhu quoted, Mahaprabhu loved it. He said, I only know 2 names in Chaitanya Charitamrita. He told Ballava Acharya, I know only 2 names. I don't know many names. It's like, wow, you wonder like, why? Jashoda Nandan and Shyam Sundar, 2 names are very prominent. At that moment, Mahaprabhu was so absorbed. Radharani's favorite name is also Shyam Sundar. So Mahaprabhu in that mood, also Jashoda Mata, Jashoda Nandan, Mahaprabhu quote that. But Mother Devaki did not know. And she was experiencing. You may wonder, is love expression ever end? In the material world, you feel bored. I know my spouse. I mean, what more can be exciting? I already had. Yeah, a little more. Okay. So they go on vacation. Maybe create something. Prabhu's and Mother, please don't take it personally. I'm not attacking anybody. Just to compare with this. But Krishna Lila, there is no end. You think Mother Yashoda knows? No, there is no such thing. Yes, she knows the highest, but there is no end. It's unlimited experience. New, ever fresh. So Mother Devaki, she knows what Krishna position in relation to her. But what she did not experience until that day, that Krishna is grown up. At that time, Krishna was already grandfather. You know the story of why Krishna had a mustache, because Mother Rukmini was not feeling comfortable when her grandson's wife, granddaughter-in-law or something like that. I never used that word. When this Jogomaya incarnation expansion was manifesting different faces through her drawing. Her name is Chitralekha. And one time she was drawing of Krishna. And Usha says, it's so beautiful. That's my grandfather-in-law. Then, of course, drawn to the other picture, Aniruddha came. So when Mother Rukmini heard that story, she was not feeling comfortable. The Krishna is a grandfather, but he's still so attractive over all other men and all other relatives, even children or grandchildren. This is not good. This is disturbing me, she felt. Of course, she took a little painting and, put a little mustache on Krishna's. Okay, he's no more like a young chap. He's grown up. He's now grown up. He's my husband. He's grown up. But that does not limit. It's funny. That doesn't limit, because there is many pastime took place that people mistake. Like even Mother Rukmini had a mistake. One day she saw Krishna is coming in through the gate. And she knows every time Krishna goes out, some girl comes with him because she wants to marry. That's how 16,108, it's like she always think like, okay, every time my husband comes back, but he's so beautiful. But then one day she saw that her husband is coming and he's so beautiful, so attractive. But then she got disturbed. Why she got disturbed? Because breast milk is for the child, is not for husband. Breast milk is a big deal in Vaishnava culture, because Bhagavatam glorify Mother Yashoda. Parikshit Maharaj asked that question. Nanda kim akurod brahman seyovi mahodaya. Yashoda ba mahabhaga popojasya stanam hari. Stanam means breast milk. That the all-satisfied God is hungry for her breast milk. What is this? How is possible? What kind of love she has? This is how they tried. So Mother Rukmini was very disturbed. Why breast milk is coming? I know Krishna is very attractive and he's coming. Because that was not Krishna. It was Pradyumna. And Pradyumna was exactly 16 years old. But he looks like Krishna. So she knows that Krishna is always looks like, how old? 16 years old. And Srila Prabhupada, you can see where he comes from. He said Krishna never grows above 16. He eternally remains 16. Eternally remains 16. This is Prabhupada's explanation. So wonderful. So back to this. When Mother Devaki was watching that Yashoda and Krishna bonded in their hugging, embracing so tightly. Are they familiar that I'm speaking to them? Oh, Yashoda, you have done such a wonderful way taking care, raising my child. You are like his mother. But then she felt a threatening, because all her maidservants, 300 maidservants started talking. Wow, look at the Lord. They are thinking Krishna is the Lord because that's how he was known in Dwarka. Lord is embracing his mother like we never saw. Oh my God, he's crying. He cannot stop crying. We never saw like this. What is this? And look at. And Prabhupada put in a Krishna book. You can read Krishna book. Prabhupada writes that Mother Yashoda's eyelash filled with kajal. Kajal is like what they call mascara, black mascara. Mixing with the breast milk white. It's like a Ganges and Jamuna flowing, Prabhupada writes in the Krishna book. And Devaki was surprised. Mother Devaki was so surprised. I never experienced that kind of hugging relationship. I wish I could hug my Krishna. But I always think also he's God. How do I do this? Wow. So Devaki, Mother Devaki is expressing, I'll do anything to pay back what you have done to raise my kids, my son, such a way. I see the bond is so strong. But then she's speaking like a lecturing. She's submitting herself. She's very nice, loving mother. But she's very bewildered, overwhelmed by seeing Krishna's reciprocation with Yashoda, that she could not control. At one point she saw Yashoda's breast milk is like coming out like like a pipe syringe and bathing Krishna's body, whole body. That's why Prabhupada writes in the Nectar of Devotion that in our ISKCON center, we bathe also Krishna with the milk because Mother Yashoda bathes him with the milk. Not that she's trying to bathe him with her breast milk. It appears like this because so much feeling, tears, breast milk, everything coming, and Krishna hold tightly. He won't let go, she won't let go. Mother Kunti understood. Mother Rohini understood. Then Mother Rohini knows how to divert. That's why Raghunath Das Goswami in Bilas Kusumanjali, he writes one sloka, I believe 62 or 60. He said, you should see the Krishna's pastime through Balaram or Mother Rohini Maya's view. Then you will get it, a gist. You know, you will feel attraction to it. So Mother Rohini immediately made a trap. Oh, this is going out of control, because all these 300 maid servants are like started crying for the Lord and for Yashoda, but they didn't cry for Devaki. And Devaki is like, hey, what's going on? I'm the mother. How come I'm not feeling? I'm not bonded in that. How do I do it? And she's like going little, I don't know the word. How do you say? We don't say crazy, but kind of like that. So then Mother Rohini intervened. Oh, Devaki, all the ladies, Uttara, Draupadi, everybody's outside waiting for you to explain a little bit. We don't want to bring them here because I know Yashoda, I know Krishna. I lived in Vrindavan. If you leave them alone, they will break off. If you stand here, it will never break off. So Mother Devaki said, okay, maybe there's a way to break off because this bond is too attractive. I never experienced, I want to experience this Vatsalya Rasa. What should we do? Just go out. Let's go out. Let's everybody get out from here. Then their intimate relationship will break. This is a tricky way. Mother Rohini just took Devaki out. Everybody's out, 300 maid servants. Nobody's there. Only Krishna and Balaram and Mother Yashoda still going on. At one point, Mother Yashoda heard the crying of Radharani and the gopis. In a separate private tent, only have access through Mother Yashoda's tent. No outsider can see, only Mother Yashoda knows. She knows these gopis are completely thrown themselves to my son. Wait, were they married all? Yes, but the day Krishna left, she saw those gopis don't care about chastity, don't care about social code, don't care about environmental discipline. They just went outbursted. They are married to the coward boys, but they outbursted. We cannot live without him. We cannot let him go. We don't care what the social code, what the moral code. So Mother Yashoda is aware. She felt pain for them also. She's such a loving. Radharani knows. Radharani even prayed to God. I want to take birth eternally to a place where Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj are there as a parent for our beloved lover, Krishna. So they want that kind of family. They belong. Radharani wants to belong that family, that village, that place, dead friend all together. Mother Yashoda, hearing the cry of the gopis, she released her hand from grabbing Krishna and Balaram and wiped her tears from the eyes. Then she noticed, oh, Radha is here. All the gopis, I completely forgot. Then she pet, beta, beta. Beta means lovely son, out of affection. Lovely son, my Lala, somebody needs you more than me. This is Mother Yashoda. Radharani knows, gopis knows how much Mother Yashoda loves them. So Krishna wipes it. Just by seeing this scenery, Balaram says, Krishna, take care. I need to take care outside. It's very commotion. I need to handle it. Yes, Bhaiya means brother, go. So Balaram left. Krishna went to the private quarter of. And Mother Yashoda with Nanda Baba and others, all the other elderly gopi came from Vrindavan. They have their own. They closed the door. Krishna with the gopis, let them have their session, what it is. I'm going to mention a little bit of that. It's difficult for me to mention because I don't know anything. I just hear from Mahanidhi Swami Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's point, and I'm just going to repeat what I understood. So please forgive me because it's too much nectar. You know, somebody Rashik Bhakta. My heart is dry desert. I don't have any nectar. But I'll just try to repeat, maybe by the association of all of you, maybe I'll get also some. Krishna is a perfect gentleman. He was greeted by everyone. Does not matter what Krishna does, whether he leave them, left them, I don't know how you word it, rejected them, any way you word it, but deep down in the heart of those Brajavasis, they never have a resentment. This is something we learn. Never have a resentment against Krishna. So, when Devaki, as I mentioned, was speaking these phrases to try to assert herself as the mother, but when she is speaking like this, Mother Yashoda did not hear anything. She's completely oblivious. Devaki also started crying, always meditating. Is this real, or was it a movie or a scenery I just experienced? It is so intense. Then Uddhava locked that gate, made it invisible with a landscape, as if the Yashoda, the Brajavasis, no Dwarkavashi or anybody outside can enter or knows what's going on. We are eternally indebted at the lotus feet of Uddhava. If when you all meet Uddhava, someday you'll meet, either end of this life or next life or some life, please thank him. He did so wonderful that Prabhupada revealed that we are going to say how it is. Krishna standing as he entered in the Gopi's chamber. Krishna standing felt so overwhelmed by their love. And nobody knew what to do. Radharani is crying, she's standing. All the gopis, millions of gopis, they are crying. Krishna is also crying, but no talk. Then Krishna thought, everything runs by my desire. So he burst out. I'm so ungrateful to all of you. You have given me everything. You left your mothers, mother-in-laws, father-in-laws, you children. What did I do? I just left you. I did not return. I'm so ungrateful. And he started crying. Krishna literally started crying. that he's ungrateful. And gopis are hearing and also seeing Krishna, staring at Krishna. Krishna boldly says, there is nothing more despicable than me. I'm so ashamed to stand before you. Then Krishna fell silent. He asked, do you really feel like that, what I express about me? That I am ungrateful. And I did say you before, and I'm repeating. No parayaham niravadda. I could not pay back in reciprocation of your love. What you have done for me in reciprocation, I could not reciprocate. Only your glories, your love, Gopi's love will be sung eternally. Even I will be singing. That's why Mahaprabhu is singing today. Because the gopis were not saying anything. So Krishna giving them a platform by which the gopis could speak. But the gopis didn't say anything. They just kept crying and said, is everything all right? Krishna is begging and crying and saying, I'm so sorry. I'm so ungrateful. Please forgive me. Lalita Devi, it's so wonderful. I hope you all know our goal, Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes, to serve Srimati Radharani who is pleasing Krishna. Our ultimate goal is pleasing Krishna. But through Radharani, under Lalita Sakhi, he sings, he made a song where he wants to go. And Prabhupada confessed this in a letter. I mean, he stated this to a letter to Hamsudut Maharaj. Yes, we are following that Manjari mode. My Guru Maharaj, yes, he is a Manjari and following the Manjari's mode. Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes, Siddha deha diya Vrindavana maje Seva amrita karo dana Piyaya prema matta kari more Sunaha nija gunagana Lalita Sakhira ajagga kinkari Vinoda dhari ache paya. That we are following, serving Radharani under Lalita Sakhi and Rupa Manjari they are. So we have a very specific, this is not public preaching, and I hope non-public here, is all devotees here. So this is wonderful. But it is there, Prabhupada, it is in the Veda base, and Prabhupada Bhaktivinoda Thakur's song revealed that secrets. So Lalita Sakhi burst out. She is a one personality amongst all the gopis, which other gopi, no gopi can do it. I tell you a secret. I hope I have time. I tell you a secret. Always aspire to follow Prabhupada and this Guru Parampara. You will never lose anything. Don't fall for any other idea. Because the secret, many secrets, but one secret of Rupa Goswami Pad, that sometime when a conditioned soul wants to serve Krishna under Radharani's group, there is a test you have to go through. And majority may fail. Radharani wants a loyal Manjari, Nitya Sakhi, Prana Sakhi, Param Prashta Sakhi. There are 5 types of Sakhi, Prabhupada explained in Nectar of Devotion. And 2 are the Manjaris. So obviously we have access on this, but always try to serve not directly to Krishna, not to Radharani, but to Radharani under Lalita Rupa Manjari. This is perfect. Because Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Radharani may get angry with your service because you don't know what she likes really. We're a newcomer coming from the material world. You may be dismissed after 1, short. It's the highest pleasure, yes. But if you are under Lalita Sakhi Devi will say Radharani, "Oh Radhe, don't be harsh. This is a new person, just came from the material world. You have to accept her. She's wonderful. She worked very hard, million lives, went through tough time." Maybe she will say about ISKCON, I'm not sure. It is not written there. But Prabhupada says there is ISKCON also. So I'm just adding that in spiritual world. So yes, if we are there, then you'll never be dismissed. Eternally you can serve Radharani. Those who want to serve individually to Krishna, you'll be outside Vrindavan in Madhuras. One example is Mirabai. Mirabai is a pure devotee, but she had to be in Dwarka. In Dwarka, you can marry Krishna, you can be with Krishna in a Paramaur. I mean, not Paramaur, in a conjugal rasa, but not in Vrindavan. So these are fine points. Lalita Sakhi boldly bursted out. She said, she's crying. She could not control herself because she missed Krishna so much, but she is intimate, next person to Radha. She doesn't go directly to Krishna for anything, but she has a power, pragalbha bhav. I won't explain too much about it, but pragalbha bhav means she can correct Krishna. Like Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur says, you need to learn how to respect Radhe, otherwise you cannot meet. She can chastise Krishna. She has that mood. She has that abhiman, conception. That's how she thinks. Their conjugal should be unbreakable always, but has to have a proper respect. Because Krishna is a debauchee, he may play tricks. So she chastised Krishna sometime. It was wonderful. So Lalita Devi boldly spoke to Krishna. Krishna, she's crying, also speaking. When you went to Mathura, all our happiness went with you. You took our happiness away. When you went to Mathura, when you were in Vrindavan, we were happy. We were content. We had two friends with each of us. One is sleep, one is unconscious, murcha. But when you went to Mathura, you also took our friend with you. As a result, we never went to sleep and never went unconscious. We are always crying and crying and crying. Now I tell you a secret, very interesting. Maybe some of you heard it. You can go in a YouTube, Hansudut Maharaj's. When Hansudut Maharaj, first he came to join. He's a Germany Bari, but he joined in America. And so he saw the Hare Krishnas are dancing, chanting on the road. So he said, what is this? Some kind of cult or something. So he went and he liked it, the chanting. It was like a Krishna was pulling him in. And they said, oh, our guru is here. Really? The master? Okay, I want to see him. So then the devotee who introduced him to Prabhupada, there is a one young man, Germany Bari, he's traveling in America. He has some problem, he's sickness, he's sick. He has some question, he's trying for relief from his sickness. Prabhupada said, yes, bring him in. So Prabhupada said, how are you? He said, well, I'm sick. He said, what happened? He said, I could not go to sleep for 3 days. It happened many times in my teenager life because I stay up whole night. I'm sure some of you had experienced that. Stay up whole night, late night to go to sleep. Maybe not anymore because you get up before Mangalarti. So then he said, but this time it went worse. And I went to doctor. Doctor doesn't have any medicine. I take sleeping pill, it doesn't work. Prabhupada said, come closer. So he stared at his eye for some time. He said, I see a good sign. Good sign. This is the first time I heard. My parents don't think, my doctor don't think, my friend don't think, everybody rejected me. You are the only person. He speaks English also, he's Germany. He said, you said something good sign. Where? What is it? He said, actually, our goal is like Brajabashis. They never sleep. Whole night they play Rasa dance with Krishna. And whole day they wonder, where is he now? We are missing him, and they cry. And whole night they spend. So they never sleep. You are already in a good camp. You are pre-qualified to admit. He said, I will join. I'll join. He said, yes, start chanting. And then after a few minutes, Prabhupada says, but we don't preach that we don't sleep. We preach, yeah, you can sleep, you do whatever you're doing, but chant Hare Krishna. This is only very advanced stage. You will come to this point. But if you're experiencing like this already, you cannot fall asleep, means you should chant. Of course, he became normal, like American. He went to sleep after chanting, joined. It was wonderful. How Prabhupada here, there, he gives this antidote. So, Lalita Devi says, we cannot do anything but weep and weep, but cry and cry and cry. When Krishna you were in Vrindavan, we take shelter of sleep and unconscious, thinking of you. When we cannot meet you sometime during the day, whole night we are with you, during the day we miss, then unconsciousness comes over us and we completely merge. And in the sleep, we go to another playful pastime with you in a tree. But since you left, we cannot go to sleep. We cannot have a dream. We cannot even faint. We just cry and cry and cry. So when Krishna heard these words from Lalita Devi, it went like a sharp knife or arrow, and it pierced Krishna's heart. Because Krishna never wants to see his devotee unhappy or sad. He comes here to remove their sadness. And he enters lives of surrender soul to remove their sadness and to make them happy. That is loving reciprocation. Krishna was thinking, now how to remove this separation from this gopi's heart. So he began to speak philosophy. And he's thinking that this knowledge, Gyan, will remove that separation from their heart. Listen, Shakis. And Prabhupada gave a nice purport. In that chapter you can read. Listen, Shakis. I'm paraphrasing what I read in a short. Where do I not exist? I exist everywhere, including your heart, in every atoms. I'm never separated from you. Why do you think I'm separated from you? Why do you feel any separation? It is your ignorance to think I went to Mathura. So Lalita Sakhi, she's still crying, but sarcastically, it's funny. I'm, feel like smiling because it's a very wonderful sarcasm, reciprocation between Lalita Sakhi and Krishna. She said, ha, just like darkness is removed by the sun, you are a great remover of darkness and ignorance. You are like our guru. You are giving us wonderful instructions, giving us all this knowledge, speaking all this philosophy about you being everywhere. Andantarastha paramanu chayantarastam, in every atom, in everywhere. But Krishna, our hearts are burning up in separation from you. Your knowledge is very interesting, but it does not mean anything to us. We are simple village girls. How many of you heard Prabhupada's lecture? Prabhupada quoted this many times. Brajavashi, they are simple village girls. They are not educated, they think. You can think like, wow, Prabhupada is like he's like feeling the separation of the gopis. He's like from that group. So Lalita Sakhi says, how are we supposed to understand your sophisticated erudite scholarship and words and philosophy? We are simple, stupid, innocent girls, Krishna. Krishna replies, you think I was not in Vrindavan with you? I was always in Vrindavan. I never left Vrindavan. Do you remember that night? Now Radharani, when Lalita Sakhi talks, Radharani loves this because she knows she is my right-hand lawyer. You know, the expression I say. The Chaitanya Charitamrita does not say lawyer, but I put it that way, that somebody represent you in a proper angle. That's how Lalita Sakhi does. So I put a lawyer because in America we use that terminology, attorney. So Lalita Sakhi and Radharani is there and crying and listening, the whole conversation. Krishna replies, I'm in Vrindavan. Don't you remember? Then he gave a beautiful, beautiful pastimes. Few, but one I'll tell you. I can't tell all this because it takes hours. Do you remember that afternoon on the bank of Jamuna? There was a huge storm. You all are crying in separation from me. There was a lightning, thunder, huge waves. And you want to cross the river to go to the other side of Vrindavan. You didn't know how possible. You cried. And there was a boatman came and crossed you. I'm not talking about Manashi Ganga story. This is a different story. Then Lalita Sakhi looked at Radharani. Oh yeah, there was a boatman. One day we were crying and crossed. Krishna says, that was me. You remember, I came to you, O Radhe. I was trying to touch your feet. You have so much love for me. I never, ever can imagine or calculate. I want part of it. I want to touch your feet. And you say, don't touch my feet. Don't touch my feet. And you, Lalita, came there and you saw my fingerprint on her feet. And you said, nobody's here, but his fingerprint is here. You had a talk with her. And Radhe said, yes, he was here. You forgot. Now, of course, later on, Radharani thought, is it a dream I'm dreaming or was it really? I saw him. So Krishna mentioned some pastimes. When Krishna was relating these events, actually happened, the gopis realized, oh yeah, it was Krishna that was the boatman. It was Krishna who touched her feet. And many pastimes they talked. The gopis perceived that they were actually with Krishna. He never left. I love Uddhava, Prabhus and mothers. Read 47 and 46 chapter, where Krishna, with the commentary, Prabhupada didn't go that far, but from Krishna book, they brought this beautiful commentary of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Prabhupada. Uddhava, seeing this separation feeling, he thought he had the most love for Krishna. By seeing this, he thought, what? I don't have any love. This is the love they have. They gave up everything. They don't care anything. How much love? They even screaming against Krishna. out of love. Wow, I could not ever imagine he could do that. Radharani is screaming at these bees, don't come and touch me, go away. What was the fault of Bali Maharaj? So she knows, Uddhava thought, wow, she knows Krishna is God and he was Bamandev. You tricked him. What was the fault of Surpanaka? She's a girl. She wanted to marry. Oh, no, I have a one wife, Ekapatni Brata. Radharani was sarcastically saying this, and Uddhava is witnessing. Wow, she knows that he is Ram. She knows all the philosophy. I don't need to tell them anything. You are not a super soul. If you are super soul, then you would see how hard struggle I'm going through. You could not live in my heart and would burst out and come out. Maybe you are super soul because impartial. You don't reciprocate. Uddhava was thinking, wow, this explanation of super soul I never heard. He's a partial and impartial. Uddhava started crying, Krishna, how could you live there? There is nobody in this entire creation has any love. I don't have love. I thought I had the most highest love. Today I realize I don't have any love. It is only Braja Gopis headed by Radharani. Please, my Lord, please appear. I'll do anything. I'll give up my life. Please, I don't want anything, just your presence in their life. Krishna could not control himself. Uddhava could not control himself. He paid obeisances and glorified. When he came out of this, he saw a scenery in Vrindavan. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur takes the line of Sukdev Goswami and emphasized that Uddhava said, wow, Krishna, you are here. You are having a wonderful pastimes. Wow. Mother Gopi is having far distance, saw the another chamber, means another planet. Mother Joshoda is having wonderful in Vrindavan pastimes. The Gopis, Radharani, everybody is with Krishna, joyful. Uddhava says, yes. I'm so happy you came back. And Uddhava went so crazy. He was so happy and he wanted to pay respect and thank him. So he paid obeisances and he glorified. After some time, he came out of his obeisances. He said, what happened? Radharani is crying. Mother Joseph, everybody's crying for Krishna. I thought he's back. Then he felt like, oh, it's interesting. Vrindavan is accommodating everything, separation and union. Jiva Goswami Pad says, Vrindavan means both separation and union. In the highest realm, separation dances on the forefront of union. If I have time, I'll explain a few minutes later, but let me finish this pastime. I'm sorry, I mean halfway, not halfway. Okay, I'll summarize more squeezing because I see it's 11:30. That time when Krishna expressed that I used to come, and you know those pastime, you even asked, no, don't touch my feet. You said this, and you realize, was it a dream or he was here? No, I was there. I am here. I never left Vrindavan. Even though we are meeting in Kurukshetra, but actually I'm also in Vrindavan, in my origin. That time, Radharani got up. She could not restrain herself. Srimati Radharani finally spoke. After 100 years of never seeing you, hey Shyam Sundar, your name is like a sheep, big sheep, for those people who have fallen into the ocean of material existence. Prabhus and mothers, Radharani knows conditioned souls try to come. It's wonderful, this chapter. So Radharani expressed, Yes, your name becomes like a boat. And by chanting your name, Shamsundar, if they catch hold of that ship of holy name, they can cross and attain safely to you. But these words you are speaking to us, this philosophy, all this sophisticated language, it does not make sense to me or any of the girls. It does not enter our heart. Shamsundar, Krishna, it's way over our heads. Don't you realize we are simple village girls, full-fledged in love with you? We don't talk philosophy. We know how to, then she clapped like this. We know how to make cow dung. We do this every day. We milk cows for you. We cook for you. We know those village seva, service to please you. We know all this. My request, come back to Vrindavan. Place your lotus feet on Vrindavan. There's a famous verse, Krishna reminded, that Prabhupada gave a beautiful purport also. Annera hridaya man mora mana Vrindavan bane mane eka karimani. Radharani spoke this. He says, your philosophy does not enter. We know who we are. If we don't come to Vrindavan, we will die right here, right now. Come back right now. We don't have any time. No talk further. Let's go to Vrindavan. Let's start. Look at you. You changed. You changed your mother, father, your dress. Where is your flute? Where is your benu, murali? Different kind of flute. We are so enchanted by this. It is your ignorance. Where is your peacock feather? Look at you. You have a gold, diamond crown. What dress? Is this dress? Golden helmet, armlet, diamond jewelry. We don't have relationship with you like this. We can't express our love to you here like this in this atmosphere. With all these chariots, elephants, horses, armies, we can't express, Shamsundar, our love to you. Come back to Vrindavan. Become again a simple village coward boy, our beloved Shamsundar. Then we'll be eternally happy and indebted to you. And if you want, you can ask us. You can massage our lotus feet. You want to massage our lotus feet? I know you do. Yes, you can. Put your lotus feet on our head first. And we'll say, okay. We'll joke. We want to spend time like this, teasing each other. Have a playful pastime, simple boys and girls. But if you want us to stay here, we will die right in front of you before you even one step go further. We cannot exist. It is not possible to exist here. When Krishna heard this from Srimati Radharani, he became completely stunned and thought, I can't live without the love of my intimate devotee, especially these Brajavasis. My devotees are everything to me, Krishna was thinking. Just see what pure love they just expressed to me. And they have for me. And all those Brajavasis. So Krishna spoke. Shrimati Radhika, I cannot live without you. I will come to Vrindavan. In a few days, surely in a few days. Can I be separated from you just for a few days? And because I have to kill few more demons and then I'm ready. Radharani said, impossible. There's one devotee named Bhutavavana Prabhu. He's still alive in our community. And he said one beautiful story. One day Prabhupada on Janmashtami day in Africa, Mauritius, Prabhupada came down. He saw an altar is decorated. And Prabhupada, instead of paying obeisances, he was hitting with his cane. Who has done this? Who has done this? So devotee is like nervous. One sannyasi said, Prabhupada, isn't beautiful? He said, no, who has done this? Devotee didn't know what happened. He said, why Radharani is alone in the altar? I established Radha Krishna together. Why Radharani is alone? Oh, Prabhupada, we just wanted to have a kind of a fun that there's separation and union. Prabhupada said, bring Krishna back now. Do not ever separate them because they do not live separated ever, eternally. They live together. And devotees, like, it's supposed to be a big festival. Janmashtami is like joyful. But Prabhupada made it so clear with his heavy cane, and they brought the Krishna back, put it together next to Radharani. Then Prabhupada paid obeisances and tears. Prabhu, they may not understand. Please forgive them. Bhutavavan Prabhu still remember, Prabhupada's disciple, he lives here, Blackberry from Africa. Very nice devotee. So we can see the mood Prabhupada had. Just this mood, what Radharani thinking, what gopis are thinking. So Radharani applied, no, you must come right now. How will I go? Krishna says. Here is a chariot already made. Chariot? Radha replied, yes, we made the chariot by our mind. You must come right now. All the gopis, let's pull the chariot back to Vrindavan. That is called Ratha Jatra that Prabhupada introduced us. I know some of you may not heard this intimate. I mean, there's unlimited actually, almost like, I don't know. I know few more stories of that, but it's so wonderful. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explained that one form, Krishna went to Vrindavan with the gopis from the backside of the pandal. Nobody saw, nobody knew, only Uddhava. Wonderful. Uddhava, I love you, we love you. Another form, he stayed in Kurukshetra for some more time and returned to Dwarka with the Vrishnis. When the gopis were carrying Krishna in the chariot, they looked back to see if he was still there. He was in the chariot of their mind. So this is explained, that inner meaning of Ratha Jatra. And there's another pastime of Nanda Maharaj, how he did not go back. The gopis, they left. That's another camp. But Nanda Maharaj with Jashoda, that's another day. In future, I'll narrate that story. But I'll end here. It was a beautiful ending. I mean, there's long discussion, but I'll end here. Lolita Vishakha, Lolita Vishakha, they're like so enchanting speaker. He said, hey, Krishna, we are in the chariot. Radharani is listening. So tell us again. Come on, you are in where? Where are you? You are Dwarka Krishna. Yeah. Who is your mother? Well, Devaki. No. We literally have to brainwash you. Your mother is Joshoda. Yes, 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 Mother Joshoda. Yes, yes, yes. Father? Not Vasudev? No, no, no. Do not ever utter that name. Nanda Maharaj. Yes, yes, Nanda Maharaj. They went with all the gopis' name, all the coward boys' name, millions. You may think like, how long, how much time? Hey, who controls the time? It's Krishna. So why we when we thinking of the time? How long it took to come back to Vrindavan? You ask Krishna, you ask Radharani and Lalita Vishakha and all these gopis, everybody's pulling. Anybody pulls Ratha Jatra chariot. I'm sure, I hope all of you did in the Zoom. And if you didn't, find a Ratha Jatra where it's going on. Right now is the season. Go and pull the chariot. Wherever you are, whether it's a Richmond or anywhere, pull the chariot. Think, bringing Krishna in my heart, Vrindavan, where Radha Krishna will live together, never separate. This is Prabhupada's mood. Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhus and mothers.
Thank you so much for such a wonderfully you explained the Krishna's pastimes, and I had no words to say. Thank you so much. So, do you have a couple of minutes, Prabhuji? It's too
Yes.
late. If any
Yes.
devotees have any questions or anything, and I see Mother Kamalini is also in the call. Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances, Mother Kamalini. I'll go Srila Prabhupada. So, anyone has any questions, comments? Please unmute yourself, Aruni Mataji. I think you did.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. You had mentioned Krishna only married in Dwarka, not in Vrindavan. But when he had stolen all the gopis' clothes at Yamuna, and he asked each one to come without clothes, wasn't that marrying them?
Yes and no. Krishna did marry. Also, he didn't marry because our goal is, if you look at the verse, what our acharyas, when they write the song, they express what our focus should be. Sakhigana mama parama sundari jugala premera guru. That we should see the gopis as our guru who will teach us conjugal love. This is our Narottam Das Thakur. Prabhupada said everything Narottam Das Thakur spoke is a shastra, authentic. So he said we should have a view of the gopis' expression. Who are the gopis? They are guru of Jugal Prem. Then he says, I'm sure you already sang that song. Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan Sri Govinda Gopinath Madana Mohan. Every temple they sing that. There is a wonderful verses there, a few lines. Jaya Jaya Jala Rasa Sarva Rasa Sar Parakiya Bhave Jaha Brajete Prachar. There it says the Brajadam means Parakiya. Now in Vrindavan, there is a Shakya also there. Vrindavan is like a unlimited planet in one place. Jiva Goswami Pad calls it Prakosta. Prakosta, I was looking different translation, means chamber. But then I don't know if everybody is familiar what is chamber means. It's like a planet or a abode or something like that. So within Vrindavan, there is a many Roshas. All the Roshas are ultimately in Vrindavan. I give you one example, Mother. One day Krishna was playing with Madhumangal. And after playing with the coward boys, he told Madhumangal, hey, let's do some sneaky, tricky. I never saw this mountain. Let's go cross it and we'll go. Don't bring everybody, just to explore what is there. Madhu Mangal said, let's see. Okay, so he told all the boys, you all stay here. We are just going for a few minutes, we'll be back. So they went. They crossed. Krishna said, wow, such a beautiful forest. I never saw that. Now, is this something new? Yes, every day there is a new forest are manifesting by Jogomaya's enemy. So Krishna told Madhu Mangal, let's explore what is inside. So they go inside. That's weird. It's a deep jungle forest, but there is a statue. Somebody is worshipping. Madhu Mangal say, wait a minute, I'm a son of a Brahmana. I know how to check what deity it is. You know, Krishna, I know better than you about the deities. Krishna says, yes, go check. So Madhu Mangal goes, Krishna, this is you. Your deity is somebody is worshipping in jungle. We are in Vrindavan, or where are we? Krishna says, wait a minute. Let's watch it. Who is worshipping me in the jungle? In Vrindavan. So then was very surprised. I hear my echo. Maybe somebody, Mother Aruni, maybe you can mute it. Otherwise, I hear my own echo. So then at one point, what happened? That he immediately, Krishna said to Madhu Mangal, let's do little fun. Madhu Mangal said, what do you want? He said, you are strong. You pick up the deity and you take my deity inside the jungle and be with the deity for a few minutes. And I'm going to act like a deity. Madhu Mangal say, okay, have some fun. And I'll spend some time with you in the deity form. I'll talk, because Madhu Mangal knows the deity also talk. Krishna deity is same as Krishna. So Madhu Mangal kind of forgot he's talking with the deity, and here Krishna became a deity. All of a sudden, one girl comes. She's so beautiful, unparalleled beauty. Krishna is thinking, who is this girl? And she's crying. Hey Krishna, hey Shyam Sundar, I went to pluck some flower for you. Now look, I got some flower, but it is very hard for me to just offer you as a deity. You are not deity. You are person. I am in love. I'll die without you. Don't act like a deity. Krishna is thinking, oh my God, how can I let her die as a deity? I want to reciprocate. So then he didn't know how to do it because she never met him. So then at one point, she just came with the garland and put it on. He said, you are not deity. You are my affectionate lover in my heart. And she tried to give a hug, and Krishna forgot that he was a deity. He was pretending a deity or whatever you say. And he gave a hug. And after that, they had a conversation. He said, oh, Radhe, what are you doing here? He said, I wonder what it is. And then whole scenery changed. And Krishna is talking to Radharani. Radharani says, it was a dream that I went to a place and I was acting as myself, but that was me. Krishna says, I could not recognize you first, but then realize that is you. And you have a different name, Satyabhama. How did you? So, this is wonderful. So Gaur Govinda Maharaj also gives a very nice clue about this beautiful pastor. He said, so within Vrindavan, there is also Dwarka and Mathura. Not that Krishna ever left. Separation, union simultaneously exist. You don't have to go anywhere, but you will enter into another country within Vrindavan. You will forget that you are entering from another place. Uddhava saw it. So yes, Krishna is married mother. There's a many pastimes, Gorga Sangita also. I know a beautiful pastime, but I won't say it's a long pastime, how Radha Krishna married. Yes, that is one chamber. But the highest of all is Paramaur, where we, Mahaprabhu's follower of this Guru Parampara, focus on the highest. We don't want to sacrifice for other. Not that other are low, but Mahaprabhu says Paramaur is the highest. I hope that answered your question.
Thank you. Haribol, Prabhuji. Haribol.
Thank you. Thank you, Mother. Any other takeaway? Where is Mother Shamala Gopika? She was one of the student in, I forgot where first we met. Mother Shamala Gopika Devi Dasi, you must have something. She's always have something to say. I remember in those classes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Please accept my humble and pranam. Jai Shri Prabhupada. Jai Guru Maharaj.
Thank you, Mother.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for definitely very beautiful pastimes and reminding of Pratyatra. And so specifically, I was just meditating on the point that which you mentioned, that Krishna is looking for our love individually from everyone. So this makes a very intimate connection, that creates an intimate connection with Krishna. That so if you're not doing anything good, so definitely Krishna will feel bad. Like, so he's looking everyone's love from each and everyone. So it was really nice, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for adding on it. Thank you for adding on it, because Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, I almost had tears when I read Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's purport. He says that when a devotee from conditioned soul trying to become a devotee and come back, Krishna actually start dancing in Golok Vrindavan. He said that soul, after millions and zillion unlimited birth, is coming back. He joined and he started dancing. But then somehow or other the devotee turned back or fell down or do something not devotional. Krishna feels sad. He really cries. He said, I thought that soul is coming back. All the problem will be over for that soul. If we meditate, sometimes I meditate on that and it's really helps me. So thank you for adding that. And your thought is well taken, means the Acharya is already inspiring you. Thank you. It's very sweet.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay.
So with due respect, Prabhuji, can we end? No?
Yes. Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for such a
Hare
nice,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Pancha kalpataruvesya kripa sindhavaivacha. Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namo. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki
Jai.
His Grace Honorable Prabhu ki jai.
Jai.